This is jackkadis. Today is the 28th of December, 2025, and we are going to be here talking about free will, which is something Jack is very familiar with from what I know. And there's many different ways to look at it and many different ways to use it. Some people think it isn't real. Some people think it is real, but yep. Um, you can cut a lot of this, right? Like if I stutter a lot, because I can't do this, bro.
Oh, I think you're killing me.
No. All right. Let's see consequences. So Jack, you I think you're really familiar with free will, and there's many different ways to view that. And could you maybe um give examples of what you've done on social media and like just how you've had fan interactions and like from having free will and using it in some funny ways, I guess.
Well, I think what you said earlier about is it real or not, that's very interesting because I wondered the same thing. I don't know if you ever thought about it in terms of the atomic level, but if you do, then you could say, well, with powerful enough computers, we could predict everything. And then if everything could be predicted, then is free will real? I don't know. But all that aside, that's pretty complex. I like to do what feels right in the moment. And that's sort of I think, a developed reflex.
Okay. That's a very nice thought here. Um, Well, what is I think some dude, I can't.
Push through.
Bro, I do not want to do like
You're cooking. Push through.
I can't this is not going to go like in my school assignment that
This
we
is
can.
going Don't Lie Patreon supporters tonight.
Oh. Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, possibilities for free will.
And it should go to your teacher.
Yeah, okay. So you've been seen at the NC State campus jumping stairs a lot, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Um do you think how do you think because free will is a really complex thing, like as we were saying, like it's something that some people think is not real essentially, and some people think it's like a thing that everybody can do. Yes, everybody has free will, whether they want to use it in a dumb so-called dumb way or a reasonable helpful way. Well, you know, like what have so from my perspective, just speaking myself, I think that you've had a really interesting use of free will essentially, because you've I've seen a video of you trying to take a diaper off in public with some other guy. Um, Unfamiliar with who that is, but that was kind of cool to watch. It was interesting to see that. I laughed a lot. Definitely a good use of free will right there. Um, what like how I keep looping the same question. I mean, like, how did you end up kind of in that position essentially, and how did you what did you do to get in that? Like, what happened? What snapped in you and was like, that's crazy?
Well, that was a friend and it was his idea. And I think it's really important to say yes to people. Yes is a tool that you can definitely use. I'd recommend not 100% of the time saying yes, but definitely try to push your boundaries.
Yes, I will. Yes. Okay.
Nice.
Well, there's also a video of you essentially uh uh, what's a fancy way of saying twerking? Y- uh, rotating your glutes on onto no into the air on top of my mother's kitchen counter. Obviously, it was hilarious. I loved it. We all loved it. Dylan thought it was weird. My mom thought it was weird. Mom didn't like it. But so what? It was awesome. You got some views, you got some likes, you got some comments. That was pretty cool. You were twerking on my mom's table. Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad you thought it was funny. That's obviously the goal. Um, with attention comes both sides. So it's really nice to hear when people laugh because it definitely balances out when people are angry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, I mean, you had like you had clean hands, like you weren't like dirty or anything. I don't know why she was so upset. I mean, matter of fact, speaking from her being my mom, she wipes the table a lot. Shout out, Caroline. Um, you know, have you ever thought about getting a buzz cut?
Yeah, I think I'm getting one on New Year's Eve. Funny
Well,
you ask.
hmm. Is this a tribute to the end of the year and just like also being excited to go walk the border of Wilmington or go to Wilmington, not walk the border, excuse me. Go to Wilmington.
Great question. I walked recently from Raleigh to Charlotte, and I found my hair got very oily and dirty very fast. So with showers 2 to 3 days in between, I told myself if I did this again, I'd probably go for some less hair.
That's a really good idea. I've always wondered what it's like to have a buzz cut. I mean, last time I had kind of a buzz cut, I was birthed. Um, but you know,
Okay, 5 minute speed round. We got more slides, don't we?
I don't like this is like the only
I saw more.
we
I
can
saw
talk,
more.
yeah, but it's different topics.
Yeah, but we can run through that kind of stuff.
All right, got
Let's
it.
do it.
All right. Ooh, this is the weirdest thing doing on my phone.
Okay,
Okay.
just run through each bullet point. Just read the bullet point. I'll answer next bullet point. Maybe say the title first.
All right. Podcast about top podcasting. I think that's a pretty cool topic. One question I have is like, how do you do things better in discussion? Like, how do you keep it going, and how do you just like, do you just add on top of
It's
each
very
question?
nuanced and complex,
Hmm.
but it's sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Let's do the next one.
Okay. Do you think uh, B-roll is a very important part of podcasts, or do you usually keep that in videos rather than podcasts?
It's up to the creator and audience. There's lots of variables when you do these sorts of things.
Mhm. Who are the kind of people that are usually interested in creating podcasts and watching them?
Well, there's something very fun in the hobby of social media because you go up against yourself every day with a question of self worth. So I think for me personally, I'm interested in it because I find that aspect intriguing. So I would imagine there's probably a couple others out there with that same intrigue.
Yeah, I think that's pretty dope. Yeah. Hmm. So, has anybody ever given you a nickname instead of Jack Cadis?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Hmm. What are the difference between vlogs and podcasts, and how often do you do a vlog?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, I don't. There might not be that much of a difference, to be honest. I'd say maybe a podcast is a bit longer than a vlog. And that's about it.
Hmm. Okay. Well, um, Do you kind of have set expectations or goals on like, okay, this video is going to have this many views and this many likes within 3 hours?
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. Did it start out that way? Did you kind of lower your expectations as you went on?
I've always had that voice in my head, and I think when you are able to break free and say, "Actually, this post is worth 10x what I've been thinking of normally," then that's when the fun starts to happen.
That's a pretty cool mindset, I'd say. Yeah. Is it fun doing this? Have you had any fun moments so far? Like I said earlier, like meeting new people, meeting new fans. Like you've visited high schools and middle schools. You think it's pretty cool seeing new people comment and share with their friends about the Jack Cadis experience.
It's very awesome, it's very fun, but at other times it's very stressful. With anything, to have A, you must have B.
Mhm. Yeah. Have you kind of found your own kind of style or not really bias, but like, like what is your kind of flow here with like your essentially career, I think. Like what do you think you're gonna do?
I think it's up to interpretation. Um, and when asked this sort of question, I try to keep my wordage to a minimum.
Do you have anything to say for the audience?
Thanks for watching.
Should we go watch the new Netflix show?
Do you think you buzzed through them? Do you want me to just read and answer as we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, where were we at right here?
I don't know. Growth.
Growth?
Growth and then
Got
growth
it.
and finding your own stuff.
Okay. This is Jackkadis involved in podcasting, blogs for social media. What kind of random? Okay, well, I've been honored to be a part of this, by the way. This is a very good. This is not for me.
No, you can go through those as well.
Anti-aging. Aging's a scary thing. We're all gonna die. Good mics from Jack, perhaps the DJI brand I've always been very fond of. That's what you're holding right now. Botox. I'll probably never get it, but I understand those that do. Gray hair. Don't have any yet. My mom does. Normalization of aging. Well, this is a funny comment because when you're talking about the normalization of a particular thing, you need to think relatively because
You're talking about it as if it's so special.
facts. Casual slash formal, very interesting. Flowing, flow state. It just happened to be on the basketball court earlier today. B-roll, women and aging. That'd be some good B-roll. Good audio, possibly Jack's mic. Examples of beginning speaking. Personally, I think that you would do a much better job at doing what I do than I would. I think what you should do is you should start. You should start. You should just choose a platform and you should start posting yourself publicly every day. Maybe you could do 3 minutes daily where you just talk for 3 minutes and then post it. And I would definitely watch.
Okay. All right.
Seriously. Um. Okay, we're gonna go watch the TV.
Okay.
Bye.
Peace out.